Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Armblood Orphans Helmwige Reincar. Now I know there's probably a handful of you out there who immediately started raging about my pronunciation of that name. I'm just reading the Japanese name for that, Helmwige Reincar. I know maybe some people might call it Helmwige Reincar. I don't really know. I guess that's German. And as we've already established in past videos, I'm not good at pronouncing German, so sorry, not sorry. I can't speak the language. I don't know what I can really say about that. But anyway, we have this new Armblood Orphans HG mobile suit, and I think it looks really cool, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. So just want to say thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit to share with you guys. Interesting box art. I like the box art, but I think the kind of odd thing about the box art is based on like this pose and like the angle that we're seeing the mobile suit here, you don't really get a good sense of the mobile suit. I mean, you can see that it's very bulky and it has this big sword, but you can't really see like the proportions exactly. I mean, the top part is bulky, but you can't really see the legs well, and you can't get an idea of just how big that sword is because it's really, really big. So I don't know, I think maybe a little bit different pose to the box art. I think it looks cool, but for people who might not be familiar with this, they might not grab this right away because they don't actually see that really truly how it looks, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so not really the biggest thing, but just something I thought I'd point out about that. And over here we've got McGillis's boyfriend. I forget what the guy's name is, but not really that important of a character. Anyway, number 31 in the line here. Pretty thin box, as you can see in this case, so not really a whole lot in here. As far as I know, this is based on the Valkyria Frame, and here we can see the front and back view. It says the Valkyria Buster Sword is a large weapon longer than the height of the machine body with a retractable handle that can be stored. Yeah. And then it says here, so it says that looks like you have to replace parts, and you can actually attach this onto the front skirt, which is cool. I didn't know that could do that. I guess that's quite interesting. So in the center of the waist, yeah, it says by replacing parts, so it's part swapping, not actual movement. Anyway, that's pretty cool though. And then here we have this giant sword. It says enjoy creative, impressive poses. Yeah, impressive is one thing that this kit is definitely going to have, I think. So, and then I guess you can choose how you want to extend the ankle part. So like this foot has this extra part that it's expanded out. That is also just a part swapping piece. And then it has the electric shock horns on the head, tilt forward, so I didn't know that those did that. The neck armor can also be removed and mounted onto the face. So yeah, I guess this thing has seen some more action than I've seen, because I'm a few episodes behind in the anime, and as far as I've seen at the time of recording this video, I haven't seen any of that stuff actually in action. But here we can see the Barbatos Lupus fighting the Hashmal, and the Helmwige Reincar there just kind of chilling off to the side. And 1,200 yen for the price tag for this. Not a bad price. I like the colors of the mobile suit. However, the kit is molded in that kind of poopy yellow. That's like the same, looks like really similar to the yellow of the, what was that? The Gastima from HG Reconquista NG. It had that same kind of diarrhea yellow kind of color. Anyway, I think maybe painting that will definitely do a whole lot of good. Anyway, let's see, and then our other bag here is just a few white parts and then just all gray stuff. So I know this is it's supposed to like be based on the Valkyria frame, but I would imagine this is a totally new frame for this kit just because it's such more bulk. Anyway, so here we have the box art again. Here on the bottom, there's about the mobile suit. It says that it exists as a mobile suit with a Valkyria frame and was developed right before the end of the Calamity War. Okay, it's actually the sister machine to the Grimgerde. Okay, so it's not like developed from the Grimgerde, but it's the sister machine to it. All right, and then this guy's name is Isurugi Kamichi. Okay, anyway, so yeah. Going around to the back, here's some other stuff that this kit can do. Basically everything we saw on the outside of the box. That big old Buster Sword, which actually can separate into two parts. You can take off this like part on the back, which is like a kind of hammer mace. looks a little bit similar to the kind of weapon that was used in Turn A Gundam by that other mobile suit with it. Also had another strange name that I forget at the moment. Anyway, some other stuff you can do here. Here's the color guide there at the bottom. And let's get a look at what we've got in here. Here's our parts list. Basically just 3 main runners and then 1 little small runner and then polycaps. Looks like a few stickers, but not really too many, so that'll be nice. The torso is going to be going together. It looks all very familiar there at the first part, but then you're adding definitely some larger parts onto it than what we're used to. Then onto the head, also going to be looking a little bit unique there in the way the head's going together as well. Then onto the shoulders, very large shoulder parts for this, and then the arms, finishing up the upper body. Then onto the legs, right leg, left leg, those don't really look too unique. The feet are uniquely shaped, but in terms of the construction, nothing really too special there. The waist is very simple. As you can see, like the side skirt is actually going to be molded onto these, or attached onto the side of the leg. And I guess that was the same for the Grimgerde as well, so I guess that makes sense. And the waist is just basically like 1 piece for the center, and then 1 piece for the front, 1 piece for the back. That's it. Here just showing about some of the part swapping options. If you want to swap the feet, moving that chest piece to the face mask, and then the weapons. As you can see, there's a few parts going into that. And then if you want to mount this onto the front skirt, you have to take that piece off, add this piece there, and then you can attach that into there, and then just the extending handle and all of that good stuff. So let's get a look at the runners. Well, count me thoroughly surprised because this actually does have runners from the Grimgerde. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at these stickers here first. There's just our foil sticker sheet, as we can see. 1 there, obviously for the eye, and then a couple tan ones there. Not really sure exactly at the moment where those are going on the kit, but looks pretty minimal, so that's nice. Standard PC002 polycap runner here in that kind of brownish gray color we're all used to. And then here's a nice big full 4-color runner here for the A runner. We've got a few off-white parts there on the side. Again, that's kind of a little bit gross, nasty yellow there all across the top. This color down here along the bottom is kind of like dark navy blue. And then all this nice, just kind of regular royal blue there all throughout the center. Now here's where I was surprised, because this runner B here, is actually from the Grimgerde, so that's pretty interesting. It's labeled as the Valkyria Frame, so this was what we saw from the Grimgerde kit. So I didn't really look closely actually when we were looking at the parts list if there's going to be some stuff X'd off, but I guess there will be probably some of these parts left over. But anyway, in that same kind of brownish gray color, again like the polycaps, kind of standard color for most of the HG Ironblood Orphans inner frames. And then runner C here, obviously a new runner for this kit. So we have, some new headpiece, new hands, new shoulder parts. So yeah, there will definitely be some parts from the B runner that will be left over. Obviously our weapon parts here as well, very large pieces for that really huge sword. So that's pretty cool. And then skipping runner D to go directly to E, and that's because this runner is also from the Grimgerde. So this is very small, but if you count this as a runner, that means 2 out of the 4 runners are not new in this case. But the kit, I mean, overall doesn't resemble really the Grimgerde at all, really, so it doesn't really bother me too much. So yeah, that's it. Pretty thin box and not really a whole lot in there, but what you get out of it is a pretty big, bulky kit with a nice big weapon, so that's pretty cool. I guess in terms of like the overall bulk of the mobile suit, it's really only a little bit more bulky than what was that? The Hyakuren. So I guess it would be kind of comparable to that in terms of its general bulk of that. So anyway, it looks like a cool kit. Yeah, the colors are just kind of okay. Not really the biggest fan of the color scheme of this kit. Would definitely look forward to painting that up. But in the meantime, I'll just get this snapped up and come back with a review for you guys after this. If you have any other questions or comments, leave those down below. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Bye bye.